guys. Hey guys. So today we're gonna be talking about Kundalini. Alright, I really wanted to tone in on this with an astrology report, but Kundalini is the hidden treasure of power found when it gets connected with the energies of empowered consciousness. Shiva, the power of consciousness or humility. Shakti, I think that's how you say it. Powers of Kundalini. The Shiva is really just the purple. It's going upwards of the head, the crown is at the top of your head. Higher consciousness and divine connection, okay, to the top of the head. Oh my God, throat chakra today, you guys. Try to hydrate. Just... okay. Okay. That is so weird. I haven't had any problems talking today. I must be picking up like a spiritual download or something. Anyways. Whew. Okay, skepticism. What is going on with Mercury today? An inclination to believe that people are motivated purely by self-interest or being cynic, doubt, disbelief, suspicion, disregarding what is sacred, essentially. That is what a cynic is. That is a group. That's like the toxic collective, essentially. Closed-mindedness, there's a disconnection with spirit. It ain't good. Then you got trying to fulfill that with humility, sense of self, preference, ego, fundamental essence and awareness, okay, of thy ego. So third eye, I mean, this is all just about empathy, because after that you go on to the Shakti, and that's like everything else below to the root. Okay, so you're grounding and you're separating, okay? You're truly understanding that there are multiple consciousnesses going on here. The deeper you get into your spirituality, you will understand yourself that much more and how to feel balanced and aligned and what works personally for you, okay? So you've got the third eye, which is really just that intuition. That is at the center of your forehead. I have been doing a lot of flame work, a lot of candle work with Kundalini, and watching the flame. This is what our ancestors used to do. They would look at the flame, and this would open up the third eye chakra. That is what I've been doing. Also, I found out that my heliacal rising star is Alhina, which is in Gemini, and then my setting star is Ophiuchus, Raz Al. So that's pretty late. But so with this third eye, that is how I've been really like working on it, honestly, is with the candle work. This is intuition, foresight, driven by openness and imagination. Come here. Aqua. Come on, babies. Thank you, love bugs. I believe that these little ones are guardian angels, whether they know it or not. I believe they're guardian angels. But, so if you are not good with this, you have a lack of direction and you have a lack of clarity, okay? With the throat chakra, this is the ability to speak and communicate clearly and effectively. Shyness, being withdrawn, arrogance, and increased anxiety. So, maybe that's why I was speaking. So there you go. Ooh. I'm not feeling shy today, so, because I thought Leo, not Aquarius, is out. We're going to go into the forecast, and you guys understand why you should be able to use your throat chakra today. But you got the heart chakra, which is centered right here, which is the love, the self-love. It governs our relationships. If you don't deal with this, there is depression, there's codependency, narcissistic tendencies, difficulty in relationships, and lack of self-discipline. And this is truly at the center of your chest. You should be able to correlate what you apply to your everyday life and what you don't. So identify that for yourself. Solar plexus is at the below of the chest. So this is like right here, which is yellow. Nails, y'all know. I've been wearing yellow lately. I have to switch my nails. No. Thank you. Okay. Self-esteem, pleasure, willpower, and personal responsibility. So the will to use your own power, self-control, self-discipline, self-respect. This is a different level of consciousness where you are stepping up and respecting yourself, your mind, body, soul. You're just your divinity, okay? You're appreciating your divinity. Now, if you don't deal with this, you have low self-esteem, lack of belief in self, control issues, manipulative tendencies, and misuse of power. Okay, if you are ever in a position of power, always try to use that for good and to give to the world in a positive manner, not a negative one. Sacral, this is below the navel. This one's red. And I don't know if I said the other colors. The throat is blue. If you guys didn't know, the third eye is purple, so amethyst. I've been thinking a lot about amethyst, thinking a lot about royalty. Yeah, that has been on today. It's just been on lately with Kundalini. Aqua, baby. The heart chakra is green. Solar plexus is yellow, but the sacral is orange. Now that's creative and sexual energies, repressed creativity. If you're not dealing with this, you will have repressed creativity, sexual dysfunction, withheld intimacy, and emotional isolation. Now you also have your root, which is red, which is at your base of your spine, essentially. So it's like right here, you know, it's like right there. But it's the foundation on which we build our life. If you don't deal with your root, the red, which can also be like your soul wound or whatever, that's the foundation on which we build our lives, our safety, security, and stability. If you're not dealing with this, you have scattered energies, anxiety, and fear. Okay, now you're not dealing with your mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health, then you will not be able to live a truly, immensely energized force, you know, within yourself in order to live a physical and spiritual journey. So you must have balance and equality. A couple of angel numbers I've been seeing and relating to within spirit is 2552, mirror numbers 14, which can also be broken down into 7, Lazarus 10, yeah, and 39. But balance and equality essentially. What we are dealing with, what's about schemas? If y'all don't know, I want to talk about schemas today though. If you guys don't know what schemas are, there are different things that when we are a child and we don't receive, we are incapable of being mature adults and being able to live our own lives off of our own beliefs. Now, some of these things that we can relate to is the innate child, which is vulnerability, anger, undisciplined, impulsive, put at ease. Maladaptive, which is the detachment, compliance, overcompensating. Then you have maladaptive parent, which is intending punishment, demanding critical, and then you have a healthy adult. So with these schemas, you have one, emotional deprivation. The belief your primary emotional needs will never be met by another. So nurturance, need for affection, closeness, love, empathy, needs to be listened and understood honestly. Protection and needs for advice, guidance, and direction. 2, you have abandonment, so the expectation that you will lose anyone whom you form an emotional attachment to, believing that one way or another close relationships will eventually end. 3, mistrust and abuse, the expectation that others will intentionally take advantage of you in some way, expecting others to hurt, cheat, or put you down, so you attack first or get revenge afterwards. 4, social isolation, the belief that you are isolated from the world, different from other people, not a part of community. 5, defectiveness, the belief that you are internally flawed and that if others get close to you, they will realize this and withdraw from the relationship. Feelings of being flawed and inadequate, leading to a strong sense of shame. 6, failure, the belief you're incapable of performing well as your peers, such as career, school, or sports. Feeling stupid. What's the next part of this thing? Inept or untalented. You may not try to achieve because you believe you'll fail. Dependence, the belief that you are not capable of handling any day-to-day responsibilities competently and independently. You often rely on people excessively for decision-making and initiating new tasks. 8, vulnerability to harm, illness, the belief that you are always on the verge of a major catastrophe, financial, natural, medical, criminal, etc., may lead to excessive precautions to protect yourself. Enmeshment, a pattern in which you experience too much emotional involvement with others, usually parents, partners, may also include the sense of little individual identity, inner direction. So it's causing a feeling of emptiness and floundering. 10, subjugation. The belief that you must submit to the control of others in order to avoid negative consequences, often fear that if you don't submit, they will get angry and reject you. 11, self-sacrifice, the excessive sacrifice of your needs in order to help others. When paying attention to your own needs, you feel guilty, so you put others ahead of yourself. You may gain a feeling of increased self-esteem, of sense of meaning from helping others, so you feel like you're gonna only need something. That is like how you like deal with yourself by like sacrificing yourself. Don't just sacrifice yourself. Yeah, okay. If they ask for help, they give help. If not, then keep it pushing and help the damn self. Okay, don't be sacrificing yourself. Emotional inhibition. The belief that you must suppress spontaneous emotions, impulses, especially anger, because that ain't it, Chief. Oh. Because any expression of feelings will harm others or lead to loss of self-esteem, embarrassment, retaliation, or abandonment. You may lack spontaneity or be viewed as uptight. Unrelenting standards, the belief that whatever you do is not good enough, that you must strive harder. The motivation for this belief is the desire to meet extremely high internal demands for competence. Usually to avoid internal criticism, you may not feel pleasure in enjoying hobbies, work, or family. Entitlement, the belief that you should be able to do, say, or have whatever you want immediately, regardless of whether that hurts others or seems reasonable to them. You are not interested in what other people need, nor are you aware of the long-term cost of alienating others, okay? Insufficient self-control, the inability to tolerate any frustration reaching your goals, inability to restrain expression of your impulses or feelings. When lack of self-control is extreme, addictive behavior, alcohol, eating disorders, shopping, gambling may develop. You also have approval seeking, which is placing too much emphasis on gaining approval and recognition from others at the expense of your genuine needs, and sense of self, excessive emphasis on status and appearance as a means of gaining recognition and approval. So, what I've been able to take this away from the astrology and the chart that we got going on, with Sun and Cancer, Venus, and Node, we are talking about nurturing all these inner children like wounds and trying to address why we feel the way that we feel and how can we heal it so we do not repeat the same process. So we do not repeat the same process, essentially. Learning those karmic lessons, those past lessons, and being able to move forward in a positive and nurturing manner where you're not just nurturing others, but you're nurturing yourself as well, okay? You also have the moon. So the moon is in Aquarius. Now this is a very, very beautiful, eccentric type of feeling today, where people are changing once again, having some form of rebirth or transmutation within their unconscious. You may be having dreams. The moon is in Aquarius, okay? So people are going through their own shit, essentially. Well, this is happening with Virgos, Libras, Earth signs. In waters in the chart, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios. Yeah. Anyone who's really in the chart, because the fire is there too, so essentially fire, you got Sagittarius. Yeah. Then you also have the fact that Mercury, Leo, and Leo in Mars. But I believe it's in retrograde for Leo. In Mercury. It's in Mercury that it's like retrograde or whatever it's called. Now that willpower to fight essentially is a little off today because the fire and the water are so strong. So there's a lot of illusion in the air, or it's finally settling and you're seeing the reality of your truth. Okay? You have Earth being disciplined and Saturn, so people are learning to have discipline. A lot of luck for our Sagittarius and Ophiuses. I learned that my own sign that by being a star, I am capable of perceiving abundance. Yeah, by healing others, essentially. Nostradamus, I believe that's what his name is. Yeah, Nostradamus. I'm gonna put that down. A famous astrologer and physician. But you also just have people are in their feelings. People are in their feelings. You may be dealing with father-like things in Palace for Libra. That's equality and balance. You have wounds in Aries and Chiron. So, yeah, wherever that is in your chart, you're just dealing with a wound. And it may be healing. And that's good to keep moving forward and to heal whatever wound this may be. So then you also have Uranus and Taurus, big eccentric changes. I know we're going into Cancer. You guys may feel a little off, but you got this, all right? When you guys are the earth, accept the water and surrender, okay? Surrender to peace, love, and harmony, okay? That is the Leo age. We are going into the golden age. I've been surrounding myself with a lot of gold. This is what we are doing, okay? So yeah, just be aware of everything. Pisces is in Neptune. There doesn't seem to be any real delusion going on. Everything seems very real and imaginative, meaning you get to use your own imagination to make your dreams come true. Okay, so everybody is just find your inner peace and talk to your inner child. It'll change your life. I'm telling you guys, change your life. You guys wanted to see what jewelry I'm wearing today. This is by Levan, and the moon is by Monteza. Now, I wear these because I believe that the lower part represents the sun, that Leo part of me right now, while the darkness is more like the Aquarius. Or you could honestly say the Gemini, Alhina, Ra's al Ghul, the darkness of Ophiuchus. That is my setting star. And then the moon being the emotions and the consciousness, which as of right now is in Aquarius, but finding the light within that in some form. Always using my emotions and whatever moon that there may be. Seeing the darkness is still having light, which is why it's not like a full ass moon. Hey. But there must be death in order to rebirth. Hopefully you guys love this video.